Hey everyone, Steve here from Big Head Tech, and sometimes you're just on a budget. And if you watch this video, I would highly recommend a $400 new / B stock World of Warcraft Shadowlands gaming PC build that I actually have in front of me. I actually haven't even completed the show because we made a lot of sacrifices to be able to deliver really solid performance in a game that's typically weird to run. Once you hit a certain threshold, the scaling's horrible. Like going from I would say a Ryzen 3 3300X to a 10900K is not gonna be a lot of FPS where it matters. Like in the open world, you might go from like 180 to like 250, but in rating, you know, these percentages are very minute. But I'm reviewing something, and I've had this for a while. And I don't even know what the heck it is. I just know it's a case that was 30 bucks. It is the DIY PC JI80-BL. It is a $30 case that I bought for my dad for Christmas, and it was a spare. Like if he has to do computer, we could buy like memory and SSD, a case, all this stuff. Because he actually had like a decent couple-year-old i5 system with an SSD, a little mini. Now he has like a gaming laptop with a 4600H to 1650 Super. He absolutely loves. He put 32 gigs of RAM in it. I don't know why, but I digress. But anyway, so we have here basically, I think we spent about 30 bucks, $29.99 a few years ago. This is definitely an older design, but in the end, we have $400 to spend on this build. So let's talk about if this case is good enough just to get the job done. So taking a look, well, I think we have those connectors. I do like this bump. It's dated, but it's something. We'll leave it at that. This is missing a thumb screw. No big deal. I have spare, but it is missing a thumb screw, so that's something to note. And no, I can't send this back because I've had it too long. So there's a manual, which is in English, and it tells you, actually let's read it, why not? So fixed fan by screws. Looks like it can support up to it's saying 5 fans. Yeah, it can. Oh, this has 2 fans. That's amazing. So it does have your 5 1/4 inch bases, 2 of them. But what you'll see here is it's like the new style mounting where it just mounts right here and on the other side, right? So that's pretty cool. But apparently you actually take the front off and the fans mount on the front. So if you don't use these, you can have 3 front, 1 top, 1 rear. I wouldn't waste my time on that. I'd throw 1 more in the front max if you can find a similar fan and call it a day. These are probably LED fans. They're probably blue. PCI cover. This is a PCI cover slot. What? It's missing the screw, but either way. So, oh yeah, they're all punch outs anyway. Oh, I think this actually like squeezes. Yeah, it squeezes out, and it can be secured by a screw, it looks like. So I'll deal with that later. This is Molex. Oh, this does have 3 pins, so thank God. Yeah, it is what it is, right? So far we found 2 120mm LED fans that are probably not great, but I looked at the fan blades. They're not like necessarily super high airflow optimized, which I'm not a big fan of, but whatever. It does have a dust filter up top, which is quite impressive. This was, I believe, the cheapest case on Amazon when I bought it, or pretty close. That wasn't Micro ATX. Nice solid fan filter up top. Magnetic, I don't have a problem with that. Let's look at the back here. So let's see some modern features. SSD mounts? Okay. So we have 2 2.5 inch. We have, I guess this is a hard drive. Yeah, it's hard drive bay. I'm going to, does this bay have to come out to be accessible, or is it only screw in from, so let's take off this front panel here. To be honest, okay, that's kind of annoying. So, oh, cool. So it looks like it has a hole to plug. Let's screw in the top one. Yeah, I guess this could work. It has some holes down here to stick a screwdriver through, so you can probably get it in. And then I'd recommend any hard drive mounting before the power supply, because it's just gonna go in there. But it does have a bottom basement, so I mean that's fine. You know, so you actually will have cable management, some cable management runs, some tie downs here. So it looks like it only supports 2.5 inch drives. Like there's no real way of getting more, because you can actually put fans in the basement there, which I think is kind of useless, but it is what it is. So obviously nothing is going to be like black, which is fine. So we have USB 2, USB 3, HD audio, freestanding stuff, bag of screws. So I mean, it has the punch outs, which it is what it is. Nice, decent tactile feel there. Not really. I mean, the design's not super dated, despite it already being, you know, a couple years old. You know, it kind of marks the box that it's a case and not a case that is absolute rubbish. Now, I will say this, airflow is not going to be great in the front. So when you look at the front here, you basically have these perforations and then something here. So there's really no proper dust filtration, which, shocker, are you surprised? So I would say ultra budget, fine. Probably throw another fan in there, maybe. I'd probably do it for the positive air pressure, but even so, you don't really have good filtration any way you look at it, so you're gonna have a dust issue regardless. At least this isn't the worst I've seen, so I like the mounting is pretty straightforward too, I think. There you go. Oh, what? That one popped up. Come on. As I say that, then I start to struggle with, there we go, okay. But yeah, anyway, so it's a case. I'm looking at, it says on it, B Gamer on it. Marketing, I have to laugh sometimes, but what do I think about the case? So just, I don't know what it costs now. It was 30 bucks new when I bought it. I mean, probably on sale. It's not a very dated design. What I mean by that is you have like rear mounted SSD mounts, you have the bottom cover, you know, you have a lot of modern-ish designs to it. So I gotta give them a lot of good marks on that. You know, it supports a lot of fans, but not good interior airflow. It comes with 2 fans that probably are okay, and honestly, that's good enough. When you're spending $400, $500, $600, okay, $400 to $500, sometimes you want to spend extra money on oomph and not RGB. So saving 30 bucks and get you a step up on a video card or a processor. Cable routing's probably fine. It has routing in the right places, like for the PCI Express and everything, got those down there. So, I mean, it's light. It's very light. I would use this for some really low-end builds, no doubt about it. You're on a budget, this don't look too bad. If I can't afford a $60 Cooler Master case like the one I have down here, then this is what you're getting, because it's actually not too shabby. Am I gonna say buy it or everybody buy it? No. I think if you want a new case, you don't want to buy a used case, and your budget's 30 to 40 bucks, this is a pretty solid option, because most cases in this class don't have a second fan. And that's something a lot of people don't realize. I have a 3-drawer full of fans. Most of you most likely do not. So just, you know, keep that in mind. So I'll see if I can find this on Amazon, and maybe I'll just link just kind of all DIY PCs cases. They definitely are hit or miss from what I've seen, but I think this one's a semi-hit. I can definitely say that. If you do buy anything though during the session, I do get a small kickback, and you guys have actually done a pretty good job with that. I've been having some pretty good income flow to help fund some projects from Amazon, and obviously you guys have been watching a lot of my videos. But hit the like button if you liked it, dislike if you dislike it, leave a comment, get subscribed, and as always, this is Steve from Big Head Tech, and I'll see y'all later on down the road.